Keir Starmer, I'm asking you to leave now, because otherwise I'll name you. I'm not having it, and I've warned you before. It's the same people.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to The High Ground.
I think the reason this clip exploded online is because it reflects something a lot of people already believe about Keir Starmer. The more pressure he comes under, the more the calm and controlled image starts slipping away. Because if you watch this carefully, this is not the reaction of a leader fully in command of the moment. Farage stays measured, asks the question, and suddenly Starmer looks angry, rattled and completely overwhelmed inside his own chamber. And I think that is exactly why so many voters have started drifting away from Labour recently. People were promised stability after years of political chaos. Instead, Britain still feels frustrated, divided and increasingly tense. Let's break this down properly. If you're tired of the media protecting politicians from criticism, please like the video, subscribe to The High Ground and stay with the channel.
Shut up a minute. What's this thing? Come. Give me the word in. Order! Order! I say to the honourable gentleman, give me the seat. I will not tolerate such behaviour. If you want to go out now, but if you stand again, I will order you out. Make your mind up. Either shut up and get out. I warn the honourable member that if there's protesting carrying out, just shut up a minute.
If I can assure the honourable member for Rugby that Reform want healthcare to be free at the point of delivery. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker. There appears to be some panic on that side of the House. I'm not surprised. To ask the Prime Minister, I'd like some advice, please. What do I say? Oh, they really are panicking, aren't they?
Order. I want to get this question over with. All you're doing is ensuring it goes on forever. Quick question.
To ask the Prime Minister for some advice, what do I say to 25,000 constituents in Clacton, including... What do I say, Prime Minister, to 25,000 constituents in Clacton, including 99-year-old Jim O'Dwyer, who flew a full set of missions on Lancaster bombers as tail end Charlie, as they're losing their winter fuel allowance, feeling the pinch, whilst at the same time we're prepared to give away a military base and pay £18 billion for the privilege of doing so.
Mr. Speaker, he talks of panic. The only panic is people using the NHS who know that under his policy he wants to charge them for using the NHS. And what he should say to the people of Clacton when he finally finds Clacton is that they should vote Labour because we're stabilising the economy and boosting the...
For years, Labour and much of the media tried to present Keir Starmer as the calm, sensible adult who would restore professionalism to British politics. That was the brand. Stable leadership. Serious leadership. But if you watch this carefully, the moment real pressure lands, that image suddenly starts cracking. The shouting, the anger, slamming the dispatch box, refusing to calm down, even after warnings from the Speaker, none of that projects strength to ordinary voters watching at home. It projects frustration. And I think this is why so many people have started drifting toward Reform UK recently. Whether people agree with Farage or not, they look at moments like this and see one man staying composed while the Prime Minister looks completely rattled. That matters more than Westminster insiders sometimes realise. Because voters do not just judge policies anymore, they judge control, temperament, presence, especially during difficult moments. And honestly, when you step back and look at this whole situation properly, I think the reason this clip exploded online so quickly is because it tapped directly into something much deeper happening in British politics right now. a growing loss of confidence in leadership. Because whether people support Reform UK, Labour, the Conservatives, or none of them at all, I think many viewers are watching moments like this and asking themselves a very simple question. Does Keir Starmer actually look like somebody fully in control of the country right now? And that question matters because Labour came into power promising the exact opposite of chaos. Stability was the entire pitch. Calm government, professionalism, serious leadership after years of political drama and Conservative infighting. But Britain still feels tense. People are still struggling with energy bills, housing pressure, migration concerns, public service frustration, and a wider feeling that ordinary voters are not really being listened to anymore. And when frustration already exists beneath the surface, moments like this suddenly become far bigger than one argument inside Parliament. Because viewers stop focusing only on policy details, they start focusing on behaviour. And I think that is exactly where Nigel Farage gained the advantage in this exchange. Not necessarily because of every argument he made, but because he stayed controlled while Starmer visibly lost composure. That image matters politically, whether Labour supporters like it or not. Because politics today is incredibly visual. People form opinions from short clips, reactions, body language, facial expressions, emotional control, especially younger audiences watching on TikTok, X, YouTube Shorts and social media feeds where these moments spread instantly. And from where I am sitting, this is part of a much larger problem developing for Labour right now. Many working class voters who once moved towards Starmer simply do not feel emotionally connected to him anymore. They hear speeches about stability, but then they see frustration, anger and defensiveness whenever pressure starts rising around issues like migration, the economy or public trust. And meanwhile, Reform UK keeps growing because Farage understands something many Westminster politicians still do not fully understand. A lot of people feel ignored. They feel dismissed. They feel like major concerns are constantly downplayed until frustration eventually explodes online. That is why these clips travel so fast. Not because every viral video tells the full truth. Some clearly become exaggerated online very quickly, but because they connect with emotions people already have underneath the surface. That is the bigger danger for Starmer politically. Once voters stop seeing you as calm under pressure, it becomes extremely difficult to rebuild that image again. Because leadership is not just about policies and speeches. It is about whether people feel confident watching you handle difficult moments in real time. And rightly or wrongly, I think a lot of viewers watching this clip came away feeling Farage looked composed while Starmer looked overwhelmed. That is a very dangerous perception for any Prime Minister. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like the video, subscribe to The High Ground and let me know your thoughts below. Because I honestly think Britain's political atmosphere is becoming more volatile by the month and moments like this are probably only the beginning.